Happy Valentine's Day. I love the divine timing and the synchronicity of women's meditation, you know, whether it falls on a day like today, where we celebrate love, or whether it's like full moon, new moon, eclipse, or whatever. I think it's just, as long as I've been teaching this, to follow the wave and the flow and the synchronicity of just holding the space. So anyways, I figured I'd dress up for the occasion. We'll see who shows herself this evening. Hoping y'all have a wonderful Valentine or Galentine's Day. If you have celebrated or not, you should always celebrate for yourself. Okay? And then pass the love. T-shirts. Let's see. 7:06. So go ahead and get started. Okay, well, once again, like I said, divine timing. So, got to order these going. It's the name of the goddess. Okay, so with today being a day we celebrate love, our message comes from Kuan Yin, compassion. So, Kuan Yin is an Eastern goddess, and she hears all prayers in the essence of purity, nurturing love, and gentle strength and power. Kuan Yin is a bodhisattva, meaning she's eligible for Buddhahood. And what a bodhisattva is one that is eligible for Buddhahood, however, decided that they would stay close to Earth in order for all of humanity to be uplifted and to spread more love and light in the world. So she has vowed to stay near Earth until all beings are enlightened. This youthful, beautiful goddess helps us feel compassion and mercy towards ourselves and others. She's also a protectress of women and children, and awakens musical interests and abilities, as well as psychic clairvoyance. So I think this is also pretty interesting because for some, I've noticed that Kuan Yin, at the beginning of one's journey, spiritual journey or awakening, she kind of shows up. And I think that, at least from what I've seen and noticed, and I think it's probably because her energy can be felt and transmitted through rose quartz, very heart-centered stone, but a very loving, gentle, kind stone there in the heart area. So I've noticed most people have a gravitational pull towards rose quartz, is one of their first stones when they are beginning their spiritual awakening or their journey. So I think that's where she kind of comes through, like, just have compassion for yourself during your journey. Because I think on the spiritual awakening can be a little, can feel like hell sometimes. It's not always heaven on earth, right? But with that being said, it is time to practice a little compassion for yourself. So I think this should be a beautiful meditation for today. Release judgments about yourself and others. Focus on the love and light that is within everyone, including yourself. All right. Go ahead and take some nice deep breaths. Eventually allowing the eyes gently close, or taking a soft gaze where you bring your eyes closed. Just taking this moment, find presence. Noticing your physical presence taking up space within your home, within your room. Shifting your awareness closer to your physical body as you begin to just feel more settled, centered in your personal space, your aura, energy that surrounds you. Taking a deep breath, perhaps allowing the belly to expand, the heart space to expand, the mind to expand as you inhale, and then as you exhale, just reversing the flow, allowing any tension to soften, any areas calling for your attention to become still and settle. Just taking a moment to notice where you are in your thoughts, allowing the breath to anchor you into this moment anytime the mind begins to wander. Just come back to the breath, inhaling deeply. Exhaling, either releasing an audible sigh or a few rounds of breath, just to release any extra energy that may be in your mind, heart, body, or spirit this evening. Creating and clearing space for you to be poured into, to receive fully, abundantly. On a day where love is celebrated around the world, give yourself validation, celebration of just being here, showing yourself some love by being here, tuning in to the love and light that is within you. Taking a deep breath once again and just checking in with your emotions. Notice how you're feeling. Whether good or bad, just simply observe. No need to judge or have expectations of how you should be, where you should be in this moment. Just relax. Just breathe, observe. Beginning to settle into this safe, sacred space. Knowing that it is okay for you to feel all the feels, to sense, to know, discover, remember. Here you are held in a space of unconditional love, compassion, and grace. next breath, see if you can just sink down a little deeper into your physical body. Scanning your body from head to toe and truly exploring this beautiful container that holds infinite love and light, form of a soul, expressed as spirit, having human experience as the embodiment of divine feminine. You are an extension of spirit from below, expression, spirit from above. You are a sovereign being. So take a moment to just adjust your crown, holding your head high, shoulders relaxed. Just allowing the divine feminine essence from above in the form of beautiful pale pink light. Maybe it is even slightly iridescent in its color. It begins to take form and flows to you from the womb of the divine feminine into your crown, aligning you, filling you from the crown of your head all the way down to the base of your spine. This light filling every cell of your bones, muscles, organs, all the various systems within your physical body are now being filled abundantly with this pale pink light. Allow its softness to invite a sense of ease into your being. Give yourself permission to relax even deeper. Really settling into this space, allowing this light to fill you all the way up, before shining through you from the heart space and just filling the entire space around you so that you are in this ball, pink and iridescent light. Relax. Just breathe. Allowing a sense of gentleness pour through you, peace, to course through you. Compassion flow through you. Love flow through you. You begin to feel yourself slip into a space of ease. You allow any tension within the mind, heart, or the body to soften. On your next breath, bring your awareness to your heart space. Notice what may be stirring there. Notice how you feel. Allowing this information to merely serve as feedback of just where you are energetically, emotionally at this moment. And however that is presented for you this evening is perfect and fine, just as it is, just as you are. Many times when we bring our awareness to the heart space, we focus primarily in the space in front of our hearts. What we offer, what we give to others. And just behind that is where we experience what we receive from others. Sometimes the heartache, the pain, the disappointments that we shield ourselves from. And then right behind that space, back of our heart space, lies a portal, gateway to an elevated experience of divine love, spiritual love, your spiritual heart. And if you elevate just above that, here lies your sacred heart. Breathe into each of these chambers. The human heart that is in front of you, the inner chamber, the back of the heart space, and then just above that, breathe. Allow all four of those chambers within your heart to be filled with this iridescent pink light every time you inhale and exhale as we receive this evening's message of compassion. It's time. Time to release judgments, about yourself and others. Instead, focus. Fine-tune your vision so that you can focus on the love and light that is within everyone, including yourself. See, gentleness, trait that you possess as the divine feminine, is the strength behind true power. It comes from feeding yourself nourishing words, thoughts, good deeds, self-care, intentions, nourishing food, how you nurture yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically, spiritually are important. You must shield yourself from harshness. You can do this easily by simply setting an intention, a decree that you now only attract kind, gentle life lessons and relationships. Love flows into everything that you do, everywhere that you are. You begin to have an intimate and more romantic relationship, not only with yourself, but spirit as well. When you choose gentleness, you can transform harshness by simply refusing to see anything but a shining light that is within each person, each situation. Although at times this may be trying, difficult, and hard, put forth the effort, you will truly see the love and light that is there. The love and light you see actually is a reflection of yourself. As you extend grace towards another, you offer yourself grace in return. In doing so, you choose peace over chaos, drama, conflict. It allows you to set boundaries so that you can choose distance over disrespect, disharmony, disruption in the well-being of your mind, body, heart, and soul. The intention to attract only kind and gentle relationships begins with yourself. Be gentle with yourself in all ways. How can you be more gentle with yourself this moment, this evening, this time, this life? How can you be more gentle with your thoughts? How can you be more gentle yourself as you flow through various emotions, however you see them, good or bad? How can you be more gentle with your physical body? How can you love on yourself just a little more? Notice the answers that may come forth for you. Guidance, goddess guidance from within. How can you honor that insight? Putting it into practice. Extending yourself grace. Becoming more and more gentle with yourself. Just breathe. Relax the space between the brow. Relax your jaw. Allow your tongue to drop from the roof of your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Just feel yourself falling into love in your heart space. Breathe. What would it feel like to breathe in love? Each inhale and exhale love. Take a moment. Just have a few rounds of breath as you inhale love and exhale love. Inhaling love, exhaling love. Time is your season, your purpose to be happy, be kind, be sweet, most of all, to be true to yourself. Should you wander, just give yourself some grace, bringing yourself back home to the heart where love resides, for where you dwell in consciousness is where you truly reside. Home is where the heart lives. Come home to yourself. Take a deep breath. Sit back into the arms of the divine and relax. Inhale love. Exhale love. And if it calls to you, you're invited to bring your hands to your heart space. You can also bring one hand to the heart space, the other to the low belly, as we allow ourselves to be gentle with ourselves, whatever may show up as we receive the various meanings and interpretations for tonight's message of compassion. Release guilt and shame for healing and transmutation. Notice where guilt feels in your body. Notice where you feel shame in your body. Send the breath and that iridescent, gentle, but transformational pink light down into that space. Maybe it's within the mind, maybe it's the neck and shoulders, maybe the belly begins to flutter with sensation. Maybe you feel it deep within your gut. Where do you feel guilt, shame? Maybe or circumstance comes to mind, you fill that image, that memory with light. Breathe so that the energy can flow. No need to push yourself. Be gentle. Allow grace to fill you, love to fill you with each breath. You're safe. See if you can soften a little more. You can lean into anything that may be coming up for you. Can you love that aspect of yourself? Can you love the side of you that feels guilty, that feels ashamed? What would that feel like to love her? To extend her some grace. The woman that you were, have been, the woman that has endured. What would it feel like? Send her some grace, some love, some compassion. As you extend this grace to yourself, keep your thoughts of yourself high and positive, as well as others. Avoid any gossip or bad mouthing, speaking of yourself negative. It's as if you're becoming your own best friend. So give yourself that love, nurturing, care, tenderness. All the ways that you may judge yourself. What would it feel like to love those aspects of yourself? The side of you that overspends, the side of you that overindulges, the side of you that gossips, the side of you that judges, the side of you that may be hypocritical at times, self-righteous. What would it feel like to extend some grace and some love to those aspects of yourself? You ask yourself these questions, and you ask your body these types of questions. It gets to work trying to find the answer. So, when you ask, what would it feel like to love the side of me that feels less than, not good enough, too young, too old, too this, too that? The body then starts to set things in motion to understand, to answer that question. refines an answer based on past experiences, something it knows, something it's comfortable with, something that feels tangible, solid, concrete, grounded. Or it begins to seek for that answer, opening up the heart, healing the heart, opening up the mind, allowing it to imagine, explore higher consciousness, better feeling. It begins to communicate with all the cells of your body, building a pathway, connection, so that you actually become the embodiment energetically and physically. To the answer which you seek of yourself, through yourself. Know thyself. Forgive yourself. Gentle with yourself. Heal thyself by loving yourself. It's as simple as that. Radical self-love and radical self-acceptance can shift even the hardest, harshest energies. The power of love is truly an amazing, miraculous transformation energy. Wherever you choose to send it to, either yourself or another, your intention gives it potency. You are the channel, conduit of love, beacon of light. The embodiment of love expressing itself as the divine feminine through you. So just breathe as you rest in this truth and relax. offering yourself some tender, loving care, giving yourself a nice hug as if you're holding your beloved. Take a deep breath and slowly, gently begin to bring your awareness back into the body and your personal space, your physical space, eventually opening your eyes. You come out of trance. Right. Well, thank you, ladies, for sharing this lovely, sweet space with me this evening and every Monday. The message I have for the collective. Well, it feels like a kind of like a homework assignment to be not just to, but to actually put practice or put into practice being gentle with yourself. So whether you have to write it in lipstick on your bathroom mirror, mirror in your bedroom, write it on a sheet of paper, something like that. Somehow set yourself a little reminder. You can even do that in your phone, at night. Have a little reminder go off to be gentle with yourself so that daily you can practice that, being gentle with yourself, because I think that uh, we hear, forgive yourself, have compassion with yourself, but it sometimes feels a little cliche because we hear it so often. We don't necessarily really take into consideration or hold reverence for the actual energy and the intention behind the word. It just becomes like a phrase, when we say, oh, just be compassionate with yourself, forgive yourself. But when you really break it down, it's just the wording, right? If I say forgive yourself for that, it's like, okay, I know I need to forgive myself. Just, you know. Um, but if I say, well, okay, just be gentle with yourself, then it feels a little bit more of like an action, right? Forgiving yourself also is action, but being gentle with yourself, it seems or feels a little more tangible. And for whatever reason, at least to me, it makes it feel like, okay, this is something I can do and control without necessarily having an expectation. Because I think sometimes when we think of forgiving ourselves, we assume that as soon as we forgive ourselves, there's boom, peace on the other end. And that's not always the case. Sometimes you might have to forgive yourself that you aren't ready to forgive yourself. Okay, or forgive for yourself for not wanting to forgive someone for something just yet. So it's like in those cases, it's, I think, important to really try to break down what you're forgiving, or at least practice more so just like, how can I be more gentle with myself in this particular situation? Something that has been like a phrase recently for me that resonates is to extend some grace. It is pretty much the same as offering compassion, but sometimes you just don't want to give somebody a little compassion, right? You're mad at them, whatever it is, they get on your nerves, tried you, whatever. And you're like, I know I should forgive you and be compassionate, but I just don't want to do that. So to extend grace feels a little bit more like, Okay, I still feel this way, but you know what? I can gift this to you. It doesn't take anything away from me. I can still sit here in my space, honor myself, but as I am offering you grace, what you're doing is you're actually offering that too, because you're detaching yourself now. So that's really what like forgiveness is, and to extend compassion. But sometimes it's just the wording. We hear it so much and we become a little resistant to the words forgive and compassion, because we may have some sort of correlation to that being soft, like, oh, you soft, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it actually takes a lot of strength, a lot of strength to extend grace to others sometimes, especially when you feel as if you have been, disrespected or hurt, disappointed, broken, traumatized, those kinds of things. So in those instances, where can you just extend yourself some grace, extend the other person or whatever the people that may be involved? Where can you be gentle with yourself and extend them some grace? And so also, with that being said, it doesn't necessarily have to be, a traumatic situation like a heartbreak or anything like that, or abuse. It could also just be, social media. We tend to compare ourselves a lot. We have some people, I guess, will have perfectionist tendencies. No Virgos in here? Any Virgos? No. But, even with those perfectionistic tendencies, maybe subconsciously judging ourselves, when you catch yourself doing that, extend yourself some grace. Be your own best friend, your own little cheerleader, and that is your homework assignment for the week, is to pass the love, okay, and extend yourself some grace. So set those reminders so that at least, if you don't do it all throughout the day, at least at the end of the day, you can have a reminder before you go to sleep that says, hey, give yourself some grace. And then you know what? You go to sleep with that energy, and I'm sure you'll wake up feeling lovely. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. And I'll go into the personal readings now. See you next week. Recording